Okay, let's go.
You were telling me about your green card.
Yeah, my passport, birth certificate, license, my bus card, my transportation card, everything. It's gone. Got my license back. I went and got a copy from the DMV. Stolen again. When you go to sleep, when you're outside, clothes, food, everything. It's This is your place. Especially you have people in a wheelchair. Please on this, you know. And at least I could walk, but there were those who can't. It's just the thing about it is from what the statement in the reps on Miller's house, the mission statement, live by. Like it said, all they care about, all the staff care about is making getting a check. They talk to you like crap. They kind of sort of teach you like a lesson class. Several times I had to, like the security guards and whatnot, I had to, like they say, I used to say check in. You know, and the first thing I told them, you one paycheck away from being where we are. You know, and if
That's
I
what people don't understand.
exactly, and I told them, I said I've been in the working world. I say the thing about it is, if I report you and how you all act and what y'all do, you'll be right here with me. I say now, the first thing for me to do is take it to your supervisor. Oh, that's okay. He's standing right next to you. I said, oh, good. I said, so then if he don't do anything about it, then I'll take it to his supervisor, and we're gonna climb that chain of ladder until things get solved. They talk to you like you don't exist, like you just. And I'm not calling a name. The cook in the cafeteria talk to you like you're less than. The lady in the room where you get your clothes from, she talks to you like you're less than. The lady in the post office, she talks to you like you're less than. It's like I'm 68, not 8. You know, I don't disrespect you all, and I don't expect to be treated with disrespect. Food in the cafeteria is donated from Publix, basically. And I have to say, we have ground beef every day. I'm so tired of ground beef. I don't even like ground beef anymore. But it's freezer burned. And I know it can't come from Publix that way. And even if it does, it's up to you to toss it. Like you got spoiled milk at one point in time. You don't even get coffee. Have the same thing, which I call rubber eggs and plastic sausages. It's and I had an interview in there and I told him, I said, I think they're taking the food home because from what we get, at one point in time it was about 16 people got sick from the food. You know. It's not the statement says he's supposed to that's a place for rest and relaxation and recuperation. You have to be out of there every morning. I think the exception is Saturday and Sunday at 8 in the morning until 4 p.m. Walking around doing nothing. I mean, the object of the game is for people to get jobs, but it doesn't work.
What do you think it is that people treat homeless that way? Do you think it is that they don't see that they could be there
Of
one
course
paycheck
not.
if they miss
They're
one?
working, and the way it is in Camilla's house, what it is they don't care how they act with this. They don't care because they know nobody complains. Nothing's being done. As long as they have a person there, they don't care.
Have you met that same type of treatment with people outside in the streets? People
No,
who are not homeless?
no. People who are not homeless, they feed you, they give you, water, whatever. No, no.
So you get better treatment out here than you're doing it for
Yeah.
that's
And the government give them I think $200 for each head, you
yeah.
know. But when you get a voucher from the case manager to get clothing, they're gonna give you one set of clothes, just one set. The backpack that I got to walk around with my belongings that was stolen out of Camilla's house or on the street, let's just say it it will last not long because it's old. It may not be old, but it fall apart like in no time. The backpack was staring up. Yeah, it's just.
You think they're pocketing all that money then? Because if it's
And I
not going
told
to
them
you,
that they got to be taking those clothes home and the food home. Oh no, it doesn't because we monitored. No, y'all don't. No, y'all don't. I didn't want to tell her this is the first time I've ever seen your face. So I don't know how y'all monitor them, but no, I don't think they are. Again, all they want is a body there.
so they can get the money from the government.
Yeah.
What would you change about the whole system?
First of all, like I told them, when I got my house and get out of there, I'm going to apply for. And I told them that I'm going to apply for a job here,
Yeah.
and they're going to be changes. And we're going to start where they have to take classes on how to deal with people. Don't talk down, don't mistreat. They're human beings, just like a dog or a cat. It's not a human being, but they get more better treatment than we do. You know, we're supposed to be there 3 months and we get housing. I've been there since February.
So are you right now not in the shelter because of your decision, or did they pick you up?
What happened was they kept stealing my belongings. And I remember sitting down talking to a young lady. And the next thing I remember is the next morning, one of the guys that lived down the street waking me up and said, "Miss Brown, what are you doing on the ground sleeping?" I don't know whether it's still something in my drink or what. In my shower, drinking a soda. I don't know. I just know I woke up bewildered, bags going, everything going. I'm just so sick and tired of being robbed. It's not funny. They tried to kill me. And Bruce and Tatiana. Tatiana is the real name. And I'm calling them out because I tried to make a report and the policeman said, "It's Brown, they're already going around telling you you're dead." He knocked me in the head. I just getting the use of this hand. I had to cut my hair off because I couldn't comb it because I got mad at because I couldn't get this. Here are the afflictions, dramatic afflictions. And I think they should pay. But again, the man, the officer didn't even this was how he was, and you didn't write anything down.
What led you to becoming homeless?
I lived down the street from the shelter and going to work one day, bust my behind. It was raining. Back still killing me. And I called an attorney and another ripoff. They evicted me because I can't stay there and file a lawsuit. Yeah. I would have to go through small claims court, and you know that takes a while to even get an appointment, so that's a whole nother story in itself.
So you fall, you try to file a lawsuit against the condo. There's, they tell you you can't live here and file a lawsuit against us. Then you're out on the street. You can't find any other place
And then they
to live
said I
in.
was 3 months behind in my rent. Now, why would you wait? If you know to me, the
No.
first time you find out I was the first month rent late, shouldn't you contact me?
No.
They waited till November to contact me. Then they said, well, if you pay it up, we won't do an eviction notice or. I paid it up. They still did it.
How old were you at the time?
This was
So they put a 66-year-old woman on the street.
yep.
I grew up with this notion of we're supposed to take care of our elders, and I've talked to so many people in their 60s, some in their 70s that are out here. Where did that go?
Now don't get me wrong. Now, I can go stay with my kids. That's no problem. Just that I don't like Texas. It's too huge. Number one. Number two, they don't have no buses. They do have a train like our Metro Rail,
Mhm.
but if you don't have a car, you are in trouble. I mean, it's huge. Indiana,
But wouldn't it be better than being here?
when you're home by yourself, no. Here I got people to talk to. I don't know anybody in Texas, and my neighbors, they walk by you like you don't exist. My friend's neighbors, like you don't exist. Dogs don't even bark in Duncanville, Texas. Dogs don't bark. Only thing you hear is cicadas all day long. Giant, huge hopper grasses. It sounds like rattlesnakes. You know when they rattle.
I guess I understand, but at the same time, I don't understand. You said you hurt your back when you fell, and you're out here. Where do you sleep?
On the ground.
On the ground.
You know, being alone in a house, that's just as bad as being hurt.
Being what?
Hurt.
Really?
I mean, when you don't have nobody to talk to, because like I said, my kids, they're all working. And I've been up there 2 weeks. I've been up there. No, I've spent a month in Texas. I don't like being alone. Well, you need to come back and get a dog. A dog can't talk back, you know. And I tried, I tried Indiana and I tried Texas, and I don't like being alone. I'm used to Miami weather, Miami temperature.
So would you say that you're here by choice then?
Yeah,
That's interesting. In total, how long have you been in the streets? Not counting the shelters, just out here.
like I said, it's almost 2 years.
Almost two
Two
years here
years.
in the streets.
November will be 2 years.
What would you say the hardest part is?
I'm not liked by the women outside.
Huh?
I'm not liked by the women out here because how did the guys? I asked the guy. I have a cellulose. It's D. The problem is you have an education. You have degrees. They don't. Well, if they hang with me, they will learn something. They too sorry and lazy to want to learn anything. You have an education. We can hold a conversation with you. Hold a conversation. Okay. And I find myself, you have people like a church come out on Sunday sometimes and feed you and hold a little service, you know. And uh, I'm a person. I love teaching, you know. So I like learning. That's my favorite thing, learning things. And one of the, and I guess I want an example. And I was telling them, I say, have you ever heard of the big-headed scientist? Have you? See? So when I taught them, when I told them about the big-headed scientist, like, oh my God. I said, another thing. Do you know that the airplanes empty out the gas tank before they land? Yeah, I know it's a waste. Did you know that?
Mhm.
Okay, so that's something you know, but they didn't know. A lot of people don't know. So I just pick something at random. But I tell them my kids was younger, they come home from school and I'd ask them every day, what'd you learn new today? Nothing. Get the dictionary. Close your eyes, open it up, point, open your eyes. Okay. Tell me the word. Tell me where it fits in the English language. Noun, pronoun, you know. Then you have to learn to spell it. Then you have to learn the definition of it. Then you got to use it in a sentence. Then you can close that book. Because that when you got the word, you can talk about anything to anybody. It worked.
I love that.
It worked. So then I would just pick stuff at random.
I want to go back to that. I don't think a lot of parents do that.
No,
Their
they
their
don't.
kids come home from school
And they
and
go play.
they go play.
Don't even do homework.
My father, every single day I came home from school. What'd you learn today?
See? Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. My daughter, I have two girls. When she was younger, I had her too, and she don't remember it, and I don't know how to do it, but I would love. She wrote books because I have my baby boy. He's one of these hyper ones, you know. So I tell her read him a bedtime story to go to sleep. Well, I done read them all. I'm tired of reading them. I said, okay, write a story. She did, but she don't remember doing it. My daughter don't remember doing it, and I would love to find out. gift her, you know. But I don't know what else to tell you.
Sounds like you were a great mom.
I tried to be. My mother was not open and loving to me, so I tried to do it to them. And
Did you raise them well? All of them? All seven of them?
well, we have to know.
But you would say that you're happy with the way that you, or at least the education that you instilled in your kids,
Oh heck yeah.
and you gave
Oh
them
heck
enough
yeah.
love.
Oh yeah. That's something else. My mother never said she loved me. She never hugged me. She never kissed me. We do not hang up the phone until we say, "Love you, mom. Love you back, baby. Love you more." Every time we talk, that's something I because I got it to this day. To this day. And my oldest hour day. The day with simple to that. Love you, boo. Because you never know what's going to happen when you leave and I come back. So I'm proud. I'm very proud. And what they are today, yeah, I instilled.
I'm not a parent yet, but I'm sure that a lot of your pride when you become a parent is the way that you treated your kids and how you raised them.
It has a
And
lot to do with it. With their it has a lot to do with their everything. As a matter of fact, my oldest son used to always say, "Mom, I don't care where we go, you know somebody." 'Cause that's another hobby of mine is meeting people. I don't care where we go, you always know somebody. A friend of mine lived down the street. She tell me the same thing. I hate that you going to Grace because you got to stop and talk. So my daughter, the one who excommunicated herself from us, she went on a class trip to Washington. And she said, "Mom, I was standing, the lady walked up to me and said, you Delcie Brown's daughter." She said, "Yeah." I said, "Who was a kid?" She said, "I don't know." She said, I said, "Why didn't you ask?" She said, "Because somebody had called her at the time and she looked away. And by the time she looked back, the lady was gone."
yeah.
But I used to tell my oldest son this: the way you carry yourself, it says a lot about you. I say, you don't know who I know, so you got to be on your P's and Q's all the time. But in the store one day, me and him, and the lady says, "Is that your son?" I say, "Yeah." She says, "He comes in here every day with his friends after school. He'll stand in the corner, but the rest of them will take the food and throw it all and act like a clown." I say, "That was no better." Make that food too. You know? I say, now you see what I mean when I say you never know who knows me or who, you know, you gotta be on your best. You cannot go out of this house and tell me, come back and can't tell me how my son broke his arm or your brother broke his arm or how his clothes get torn off. You are your brother's keeper. The Bible says, yeah, you are your brother's keeper.
I
If
have a
this
lot of
one fall
respect for you.
down, if this one fall down, pick your brother up and carry him until he can carry himself. It's sisters. If they need something, one day the oldest daughter walked in, she said, "Mom, tell Patrick leave me alone." And I look at her, what do you do? "Mom, tell her go change her pants. I know boys think when they see pants that tight, go do what your brother say." My daughters don't wear no hoochie coochie, you know. Yeah, they have to. And I always tell them, leave something to the man's imagination. Don't never show, and yeah,
Yeah,
I thank God
there's
to
not a
this
lot of
day.
women these days
Are you
that go by
serious?
by
Those
those
days,
rules.
no, it's not. And
Times have
I'm
changed.
glad of that. They don't. I'm proud of my little fool. I'm proud of my because right now my son can call my daughter and you got any money out there? All right, I'll send it. My daughter can call my
You
yeah.
should be proud of yourself
I'm
for being
best.
such a good mom.
Yeah. And they were my best friends. My kids, we still have fun. The only thing that we don't do, and I want to, like keep telling them, please choose one day at least a year that we could have a reunion.
What?
One day out of the year that we could have a family reunion. We don't have family reunions. That's the only thing I regret, not having a reunion. Now we normally do wish each other happy birthday, Merry Christmas, Happy Father's Day. I remember my daughter, the oldest daughter, the first time she wished me a happy Father's Day. I said, Keita, I don't know if you noticed or not, but I'm not a man. She said, Mom, you are my mother and my father. You know, so that's something I never forget. You know, it reminds me of the father. Anyway, you know, I admired that about her.
It's such a pleasure talking to you, and I really respect you for being such a good mom,
Uh,
and
yeah, and that's
and
another reason.
doing that for your kids, being both the mom and the dad. It's
Yeah,
it's hard work.
yeah.